Okay, a little bit about Morgan. She's incredibly bubbly and like energetic. So, I mean, as soon as you start talking to her, you immediately know that she's always seems to be in a good mood and is always lively and kind of the life of the room. People just kind of gravitate towards her personality in particular.
Scott is amazing. He is my best friend. He's so funny and caring and loving, and I don't think he has an enemy in the world. We met at OU. We met freshman year when we were 19, and he lived in my dorm, which was Washington Hall.
It was kind of one of those things that she lived on the 4th floor, I lived on the 2nd floor, and I know that we I think caught looks a couple times in the hallways or caught each other's eyes. One of the first times that I actually ever saw her was when I was going into the bathroom on my floor, on the 2nd floor, and she was with some of her friends, and she happened to walk by, and I remember us catching eyes. We hadn't been introduced, we hadn't met before or anything necessarily. You know, I tried to flash her a smile. Who knows what that may have looked like, but obviously it worked out in my favor.
I think I mentioned him that I thought Scott was cute, and he knew Scott because they lived on the 2nd floor together. So he said, well, Scott's down here right now. I think they're playing beer pong in the room or something like that. So he said, well, come down with me and I'll introduce you to. So I walked down with him and he introduced us, and we hit it off that night, and then we're inseparable pretty much.
But as we just spent more and more time together, I just realized that she really, it was almost like, I mean, it sounds corny, but she was like finding my better half, and she brought the best out of me. When there were times that I was not doing well, I mean, kind of in the beginning of our relationship, I did go through some hard things. I did lose my mother after we'd been dating for only a few months, and her support through that was remarkable. Her support, and especially too, I mean, her family's support, it made me realize what a special person I did have.
There was just no doubt in my mind that we were going to be together. I've never had a doubt that we weren't going to end up getting married and being together. So Scott was my first love, and I knew that was what it was supposed to be like. So I knew from the beginning.
From the first time I saw you, I knew you'd be mine.
Well, the engagement, it actually, it happened the night before Thanksgiving.
We were off that day, and we ended up putting on a movie before we were going to get ready and go out for the night.
For the life of me, I couldn't tell you what the movie was about because I was so freaking nervous the entire time that movie was going on. So what happened is we watched the movie, and we had these plans to go out, and Morgan, of course, she was going to get ready. She needed to shower and everything. So I knew I had myself about an hour and a half once that started.
I had probably half of my makeup done. And when I came out of the room, the lights were all out, all dim. And there was our Christmas tree. And Scott was standing by our Christmas tree.
And I ended up putting the ring underneath the Christmas tree. I pointed out that there seemed to be a surprise or an early Christmas present under the tree.
I swear I didn't know really what was going on. For a minute, it took me a second to realize there was a little stuffed animal monkey sitting under the Christmas tree, and he used to always call me Monkey because I'm always climbing on him. And I reached down, and there was the box, and I just started crying, and he had our song playing, and we kind of slow danced for a minute while I was crying, and I still hadn't looked at the ring, and he told me to open it up and put the ring on, and it was really surreal. I was on cloud 9. It was perfect.
And I am overwhelmed by you.
In that moment, I think that I'll realize how lucky I am, and really how lucky, not just I am, but how lucky we are. This is one of those moments it's kind of the culmination of so many little moments that we've had together, so many memories. It's the culmination, it's the exclamation point to the experiences and the time that we've had together already.
I will think I'm dreaming. I think it'll be perfect, and I really think I'll feel, I don't know what I did to be so blessed to have Scott in my life, and I'm excited for that moment.
I just want her and myself to be able to always come back to the fact that behind everything, behind all of the things that go on in our lives and all the things that have gone on in our lives that have made us who we are and have made us the couple and the partners that we are, that in the end there really is only us. When everything is said and done, our partnership is what's most important, our relationship, our marriage, and that, you know, that is rooted in the experiences we've had and the love that we've built over these years.
10, 15 years down the road, I want Scott to know how happy he makes me. And I feel lucky that I have him in my life. And I don't ever want to forget how we felt on that day. That's what I want him to know.
Overwhelmed by you and overcome with joy.